Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Adonis Medina gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, just like batters go into slump, pitchers go into slumps too. This guy really struggled in his last one. He took the loss and wasn't able to get out of the third inning. Hopefully he can flip that mojo around in this one.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Atlanta, the second baseman, Ozzie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy, it's time right here, Dero, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
And this will be put away easily for the out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. The next to bat for Atlanta, Wander Franco, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Márquez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Márquez might have the best stuff in this rotation right now. Big fastball, and I mean big. 95 to 100 miles an hour with movement. Good hard breaking ball. One of the best kept secrets in the game. If he's throwing strikes, could be a long night for those guys swinging the bats.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Guys, one of Dero's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. and they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Previous history with German Márquez. Comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. He's also driven in 5 runs.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-1 the count. Benintendi at second. Stott on at first with 2 down. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, there are 2 outs, so nothing's guaranteed, but when you can load the bases in the home half of the first, you've got to find a way to at least cash in 1. If this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
2 out, bases loaded. Again, another foul ball. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Phillies leave them loaded, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Freddie Freeman, first at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Runner at first following the error. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Trey Mancini. He's set and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Into the box, Alex Kirilloff. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Frazier battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number one. Coming to the plate now, Francesco Valencia. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball one. The 1-0. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Andres Gimenez the next to bat, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. This is skied into short left center. Benintendi has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. At the plate, Márquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Comes set, the 0-1. And it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1. Pitch is popped up. Hoskins is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Braves will strand 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So coming to the plate, Adam Hazley. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
The center fielder, Adam.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 1-0 home. Grounded softly to the right. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Oh no, he can't hold on to it.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watch and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Into the box now, Adonis Medina. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
The left fielder, Andrew.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Here's the 0-2. Taken high and deep to right. Mancini moving back to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Hey, how about that? That's a way to unclog the bags. One swing and a grand slam bomb, and it gives them the lead.
Into the box now, Bryson Stott. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 3.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
4 runs here in this half inning. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the damage is done as the Phils strike for 4 on this grand slam. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with one away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. Into the box, Omar Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Wander Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, a diving stop. He is out. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following the. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. That misses. 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. There's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adonis.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Skied into very shallow right. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now back.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Frazier carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. And he misses there. 1-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 4-0. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alex Kirilloff.
At the plate, Alex Kirilloff. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Hit in the air to center field. Hazley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Francesco Valencia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound, I'm going even further out of zone on this next pitch.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail here 4-0. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Adonis Medina. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Adonis.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Slow roller left side. Barehanded at his knees. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew Benintendi. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. First delivery to him on the way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Bryson Stott. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Count is 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies picks it up. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they're in front 4-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get up. On in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 25 homers and 67 runs batted in. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. To Frazier at the bag. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The batter, number 1, second base.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Looped over toward first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is... Brad Keller, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 56, Brad Keller.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth. Ready once again. Bryce Harper 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that misses ball one.
Bryce Harper.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
No, that's down.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now the pitch. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Rhys Hoskins stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he fouls this one off. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Valencia is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Omar Narvaez 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
So he sets him down swinging. Omar Narvaez goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Digging in once again, Wander Franco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Number 5, Freddie.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the... In now, Alec Bohm. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Now a fastball. Oh, looked below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. At the plate, Adam Hazley. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Popped him up. Valencia over to his right. 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So here's Adam Frazier. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here. After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Here it comes. 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Keller has got it, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. Philadelphia is on top, 4-0. Coming to the plate now, Trey Mancini. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now that
standing in now, Alex Kirilloff. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fouled away. 1 run, 5 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
the third baseman, number 8.
Digging in, Francesco Valencia. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Paisley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Adonis Medina. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Andrew Benintendi will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So next to the plate for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Drew Waters is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Fouled off. He'll start this one at 269. 8 home runs and 23 driven in. And there's ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the run is Benintendi. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher,
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. To the plate now, Wander Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Frazier at second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves pick up a run on the RB. Wilson Chamberlain is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in now, Bryce Harper. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Chamberlain has pitched just under 60 innings. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Got him to go down swinging there. Wilson Contreras becomes out number 2 this inning. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Rhys Hoskins is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Softly on a line to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third as that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Standing in, Trey Mancini will be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. High in the air down the right field line. Harper is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Harper has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in, Francesco Valencia. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Final strike for the Braves. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base.